Good morning, good afternoon once again. Hope you all are doing good. My name is Sheikh Salman. I'm from Tally Solutions India, and I have Rajesh with me, my colleague, and also Associate Business Manager for Liberia and Rwanda. So, we are associating this session along with our partners, Mr. Rupesh Ram, who is from Tally Globe, and today we all have gathered here to discuss and get enabled on our new release, that is TallyPrime 7.1. So we'll see what all features we have newly built in release 7.1, and if you have any questions, any clarifications, you can please post your questions in the chat box or use the Q&A to ask your question. At the end of the session, we make sure that we answer your all questions. Okay, so beginning with this. So before getting into the features, we'll just see a small journey of our customers whose businesses get evolved and are continuously getting evolved. So which means they start from a small business who have a very small team. They start with a simple books of accounting and handful of transactions. And as the business start growing, it becomes a growth business where more people get involved and more partners get aligned, and it rises the volume of the paperwork. And then again, when it evolves, it becomes a modern business where multiple channels get involved. They deal into multiple channels. The data will be rich now, and they have their own way of working. So as the businesses grow, even some of the things are also inevitable. That is, we need to handle more documents than ever. We should work across multiple channels. We need data security, and we need to face the increasing compliance expectations as well. So businesses expect even software to adopt to their new way of working, but is business software evolving at the same pace? We'll see that in the coming slides. So what 7.1 delivers, that is in today's session, we'll explore two ways that is TallyPrime 7.1 adopts to the new way of working. One is modernizing data entry. The second is professionalizing business interactions. And in our use case, please meet our two power users and see how the latest release 7.1 has helped them in their new way of working. So Mr. John is the business owner and Mr. Michael is the chartered accountant. And we'll see how these features are helping actually in their businesses. So the feature number one, and coming to say like automation to them, like that is modernizing data entry. So how John, that is Mr. John, he is a business owner, how he is getting the data that is for his accounting. So Mr. John has various sources of getting the data. His business actually operates across multiple channels, and 22% of his data comes from e-commerce sheet. That is, he'll receive the data in Excel by his e-commerce operator, and 19% of his data comes from bank statements. That is, he receives the transactions that are recorded in the business bank account. So totally 41% of his transactions are getting automated into Tally. So how it is getting automated? So we have a feature that is Excel import. So Excel import is actually helping e-commerce sheets to get imported into TallyPrime directly by mapping the operator's sheet. And for bank statement, it is handled via importing bank statement plus creating bulk voucher and getting it into the books. So totally 41% transactions are getting automated. So he is saving a lot of time over here, and the time which actually requires days together, he is doing it in few hours, right? So this way it is actually adopting to him with his own way of working. And coming to the next thing, that is professionalizing business interactions. So you can see here, we have given two invoices in our right and the left. And as you all know that the left side invoice is the Tally Classic format, what we get today in Tally before 7.1. And this invoice, the right side invoice is shared by the John's CA, that is Mr. Michael, has shared this invoice to him, and he has done this invoice personalization everything in Tally using TallyPrime 7.1. And actually Mr. John is feeling happy that he can do this in Tally now, right? So we'll see how these things can be done in Tally, how we can make a Tally classic format, and we can change those formats. We can personalize it in this such a way that it actually present your brand identity. So introducing invoice print templates, and now let's see how it works in practice to personalize the documents. So there are some design elements which can be done in release 7.1, and as you all know that your invoice is more than a document and it's your brand's first impression. So we have ready to use template, that is there are some modern designs created already in TallyPrime that you can use it by selecting, and it is also easy to personalize them. You can add multiple logos, addresses and signatures on your invoices. You can add watermarks, and you can add color themes as well for them to enhance your branding. And you can also add headers and footers using images to your invoice. You can add or modify the fields what you require or not require on the invoice. You can optimize the paper usage with the professional finish, right? So now we'll see the features in the product, and we have some set of configurations which can be demonstrated. So I'll go one by one and I'll show you how these things can be done in the TallyPrime. So the first set of configuration what we have is adding header, footer, watermark and saving personalized templates. So how do we add header, footer, watermark on the invoice? We'll see that. So I'm just switching to TallyPrime. Yeah, so this is my TallyPrime, and I have already created a data. I have even passed the invoice here. You can see the invoice, and now let me show you how this printing feature works. So before getting into it, I'll just show you the format what we actually have. So this is the Tally's classic format what we get when we print, right? So how do we change the templates? How do we add that header, footer? We'll see that. So you can see here there is a field called template name given, and it is saying none Tally classic format. That means we are not using any template here. It is none. To change the template, you can just click on change template here at your right side, and here you see you have templates. You have multiple templates here, 6 more to go. So this is template number 1. It is suitable for minimal company and party details, and it has colors in it. It has a theme color. You can see the logo, name, everything. The placement has changed. Same template 2, again this has the same color, but the placements, everything is changed. You can see the company name, logo, everything in the left side, and at the right side you can see the invoice and party details. Coming to template 3, it has a different color again, and it is optimized for maximum company and party details. And you can see on the top the space is very optimized, and for the party it is optimized, and it has given a space to your particulars. Coming to template 4, again it is optimized for maximum company and party details, but here the color is different, and you can see the placement of logos, it is changed. Coming to template 5, it has option to print multiple logos. So on the top center you can add your company's logo, and at the right and the left side you can see there are some logo signs given here. So here you can add your branding logos, or if you have some brand sub brand logos you can add them here, right? And then coming to number 6, template number 6, that is multiple addresses. You can add multiple addresses on your invoices now. So the customers who has multiple branches, who are dealing with multiple branches, they can add all their branches address on their invoice. And template 7 is the classic one, what we have today. So let us begin with personalizing this template, and we'll see how this template actually works on our invoices. So let me select this template now, and I'll try to first preview the invoice, and I'll show you how this can be used without doing any personalization. So this is the invoice now. I have selected this template. You see my invoice is coming in the template what I have selected, right? So now our set of configurations says that we need to add header, footer and watermark. So let us do that. So to add header footer, let me go to change template, and here we have option to add header F6. We need to click on this, use image in company header, yes, and we need to select the image of our header. Let me select the header image and fit image to page width, yes. And if you want to apply this image for only first page, you can apply for first page, or all pages you can apply for all pages. So let me go with first page only. And yeah, the header you can see on the top, it is added, right? And in the same way, let me add the footer as well. I'll make it as yes, and I'll select the footer image here. And again, I want to print this on all pages or last page. Let me keep last page for now, or you can also select all pages. And yeah, the footer is also added at the bottom. You can see the header and the footer has my own brand identity there, where I can see my address, my contact details, my logo, my brand details, everything is included in that, right? And let me also add the watermark. I'll click on watermark here. So in watermark, you have two types, that is image and text. If you have an image that has to be printed as watermark, you can select the image. Or if you want a text to be written that has to be appeared as a watermark, you can also add the text. Let me go with image now, and let me select the image. Yeah, so alignment you can select based on your choice, horizontal or diagonal. Let me go with diagonal for now. And size, I want large. Let me select, you can select the size among this list. And opacity can be selected based on your requirement, like light, medium or dark. So let me go with medium now. And yeah, so this is the watermark which I have added here. And once I do all the changes, so I have to save the template, or else my template again will get reset. So but once you do all the changes, please remember that you need to save the template. So to save the template, you can click on save template, and once you click on save template, it will ask you the name of the template. You can give any name as per your choice, and you can also set this template for as a default for all the sales vouchers. You have an option to set it default, or else you can make it no, and you can select every time. But if you keep it as default, it will be default for all sales vouchers. And some additional configurations are available, like you want to save this template only for this company or all companies. This company means it will be available only when you open this company, and all companies means whatever companies you open in this tally or in this computer, it will be applicable for all. So I'll go with this company for now, and I'll save it. So let me show you the preview now. Yeah, so this is the invoice what I have now. You can see the top header, footer, you can see the watermark in the center, right? So this is how we can add header, footer and watermark in the invoices. Okay, so coming to our next set of configurations, that is add or remove existing fields available in TallyPrime. So hope you all know about this, like how to add existing fields or remove fields in TallyPrime. You can just go to configure, you can click on show more, you can see all the options. You can enable what all is required and disable what all is not required, and do the configuration based on your requirement. Let me do some changes here. I want narration, I'll add narration. Yeah, I want bill wise details, and then I need terms. Yeah, I need date and time. Let me add this. Yeah, I can do it from configure also, but once you do the changes from configure, please make sure you save this template, or else the settings will not be saved for your template. So once you do all these settings, please click on save template and save it. This can also be done from here, that is you can go to change template and you can click on add or remove fields, and even here you get the options. You can do it from here. Once you do it from here, it will be saved for this particular template. And now you can see I have added some fields here, like bank details, the narration, the bill wise details. I have added these many fields, and let me save this. Yeah, so now let me try to preview it. Yeah, now you see I have added these details here, bill-wise details, narration, bank details, everything is added here. And yeah, this is how we can add fields in which are available in TallyPrime. And also one more thing here, the color what you see here, if you don't want this color, even this can be like you can remove the color. Like you have an option to print without color as well. You can click print without color and you can see the preview. You will not get any colors. So you have an option to print with color and without color. You can select and you can print it. So this is how we can add fields in TallyPrime. Then coming to our next set of configuration, that is changing font, theme color, font color and background color. Now it is completely on colors if you want to apply it on your invoice. So let us see how do we change font style, font color, font size and the theme color and background color. So let me try to print this invoice. I'll go to change template. You have an option to for font and color here, F8. We need to click on font and color, and here is the list of fonts. You can select the font which is actually required to print on invoice. Let me change the font. I'll select Times New Roman, and then the theme color. Theme color is nothing but the blue color which you can see on the invoice, right? At the background you can see, right? So this is the theme color. Let me even change this as well. I'll change it to some other color. Yeah, then the background color. Background color is the white color what you can see at the background. So this is the background, and let me also change this. Yeah, and the font color is auto color as of now, because if you change your theme color or background color, based on that it will change the color of the font. If it is light it becomes dark, and if your theme is dark it becomes light. So you can choose auto color, and also you have options to select the colors from this list, or else if you want to custom your own color, you can go to custom color and you can give the RGB code here, red green blue code, and you can custom your color, right? So let me keep it auto for now, or I'll change the font color as well. I'll change it to navy blue. Yeah, now you see my invoice color, everything is changed. You can see the font size is changed, font style is changed, not size, style is changed, and the colors are changed, right? So let me save this template. Yeah, now I'll just show you the preview of my invoice. Yeah, so this is the preview. You can see the font style is completely changed now. Even the font color is in blue, right? So this is how you can add colors to your invoice. Okay. So coming to our next set of configurations, that is adding custom fields, editing field properties. So what is this adding custom fields? Just now we saw the default fields you can add or remove, but what is this custom field? Custom field is nothing but the fields which are not available in TallyPrime and you want to add those fields in the invoice. So those fields you can add it separately on the invoice, which are not available to enter in the tally. For example, if you want to add something on your invoice and that option itself is not available, like if you want to add food license number, you don't have that option. So let me go to change template again. I'll go to custom field. So here there is an option to select the section. So you have totally three sections here. The first section is company details, that is on top. Then footer details, that is on bottom at narration and declaration. And the third section is party and invoice details, that is where your party name and invoice details will come. So you can add the custom fields in these three sections, but there is one condition that you can add two custom fields maximum in each section. You cannot add more than two in each section. So totally six fields can be added in all the three sections, right? So now let me select company details first. I'll give a field called FSSAI number, that is my food license number. I'll give the value here that has to be printed. And then going to footer details, you can select the list of fields which are already available, which can be printed based on your data entry, or else if you want to enter the details manually, you can also click on enter details manually. Let me add a note here somewhere. So I'll add a note, for example, credit sales. And also I'll add one more field in party and invoice details where I want to show my salesman name, salesman, and I'll give the name of the salesman. Yeah, I have added three fields. I can add three more. That is, each section I can add three more. That is maximum. I'll accept it now. Yeah, now I'll save this template. Now I'll show you this is getting printed. You can see on the top it is printing the food license number. Then the salesman name is coming in party section, and note you can see it is coming in the footer section, right? So you can add even some custom fields also on the invoices now, right? So this is regarding adding custom fields, and coming to editing field properties. Now we just saw how to change this colors, size, style, background, and even the theme color. So what if we have an option that can allow us to change this font, everything for each and every field, right? So now we did it for whole invoice. Even we have an option to change it for every field wise. That is, if you want to change it, change the color or change the style for a particular field, even you can do that. So let me show you that how to do that action. So now Control P, I'll go to change template again. So there is an option here, edit field properties, F9. So I'll click on it, and you can see here I can access each and every field individually, right? You can edit the field properties. For example, if I want to edit the field properties of my logo, that is company logo, you can click on edit properties, so that it will ask you to select the logo directly. Let me select the logo. Yeah, the logo is added. Now suppose I want to change my company names field, that is I want different color to my company name, and I want the style also should be different, even the size should get increased. So I can click on edit properties. It is bold automatically. If you want to unbold it, you can do it, and if you want to make it italic, you can also do that. And show advanced field options will give you the options to select font, font size, font color, and the background color. So let me change the font style. I'll change it to some other font. Yeah, I want it, the size should be extra large, and font color I want to change it. So let me select some different color for my company name, and background color I'll keep it as same. Yes. Now you see my company name's font is changed, color is changed, size is also changed, right? So in this way we can go to each and every field. I can and we can edit the properties of it. For example, if you want to change this buyer bill to, right? Buyer it is given and bill to. If you just want to add buyer details or something as per you, as per your requirement, you can click on edit details, field properties, and you can add buyer details. Okay. Now you see the text itself got changed, and if you want to highlight something on your invoice, that the focus should be on that. If you want to highlight something, you can also do that. You can click on edit properties. So to highlight, we can do like we can increase the font first. We can do it to medium, and we can give a background color so that it will get highlighted. Like I'll give a background color of let's say I'll give a light color, sky blue. Okay. So you can see the name field is getting highlighted in blue color, so that a person who sees the invoice can focus on that field name first. And I'll highlight some more details like invoice number. I'll do the same for even invoice number. Let me change it. I'll make it medium, and I'll change the font. Yeah, I have made for invoice number. And here if you want to change the field title, again description of goods, if you want to change it to description of items, you can do it. You can click on edit properties. You have an option here to change it, description of items, right? For each and every field you have this properties to change color, font, size, alignment, everything. So I have changed that. And if you want to print your item names, but like if you want to change the font size of your item names, let me also change this. I'll make it medium. Okay. So now the item names are a bit, it is looking like the size is been increased. And coming to the bottom section, it is not like only some fields are editable. Every fields are like you can go there and you can see their own properties. And if you want to change the properties, you can change it. Now let us go for digital signature. The signature I can have here. I can add the signature here, not digital one. You can add the signature image here. You can click on edit properties. It will ask you to select the image. Let me select the image here. Yeah, the image is selected and you see the signature is added on my invoice, right? So this is how you can edit each and every field properties at your own and you can save it. So once you do the save changes, you please make sure you save it. I'll save this template and let me show you the preview now. Yeah, you see my company name is totally changed now. It has a different font and you see my buyer name is getting highlighted. The font is increased, invoice number is changed, and you see the description of items have been changed, and you see the item names now. The size has been increased, and at the bottom even the signature is added, right? So you can do at each and every field level. You can go there and you can enable these font color everything, right? So let us move on to our next set of configurations, that is default print template and terms and conditions at voucher level. So in the beginning, I told you that you can, while saving the template, you can also set this template as default if you want. It will be applicable for all your sales vouchers. But in case if you have multiple templates and you want to set it voucher type wise, that also you can do. So first, let me show you. If you save the template, you will get an option to set it as default for all sales. This is one. And if you want to save it at voucher type level, you can go to voucher type, sales, and here you have an option to select the default template to print. So let me go with sales invoice 4 now, and it will be a default template for me. Whenever I pass a voucher using this voucher type, I'll get that template as a default one. And coming to terms and conditions, so we have added a new field now called terms and conditions. So before we were not having this field and we were managing somewhere in narration or declaration, but now you have it separately. You can add multiple terms and conditions at voucher type level. Here I have added already. You can see this is the terms and condition, and if I enter on this, I can see the set of terms which I have already defined. I can add multiple terms, conditions. I can save it. You can add multiple sets like this. I have added two, standard and wholesaler, and I have saved it. So here you have an option to select the default terms and conditions which is required. You can select the default one for this voucher type. And if you want to override during printing, you have an option to override this terms and conditions as well. You can change that. Let me save it. Yeah. Now let me show you by printing this terms and conditions. I'll go to change template, add or remove fields, terms and conditions. Yeah. Now you can see the terms and conditions field have been added. I'll save it. Now I'll preview it. Now you see at the bottom, I am getting the terms and conditions after bill wise details, right? So it is getting printed separately now in a table. I hope this is clear. So yeah. So what actually invoice print template delivers along with all these configurations is it gives you a strong brand identity by adding logos, watermarks, custom branding on every invoice. It is very easy to customize and very quick. No TDL or no developers are required to personalize your template or to make these settings. You can do it independently in minutes, and it is hassle free upgrades. So whatever template you create will get carry forward to the upcoming releases if there are any, and it will not have any compatibility worries. So it is future ready flexibility. Tally can also come out with new templates in the future that you will get it along with the product releases, and it will give you a professional output as it is giving a polished print optimized invoices that actually impresses all your customers. And it is equally cost saving because you don't need to depend on customization or the service charges what developers charge, and you can save your cost here. So this is all about invoice print template, and in this way it has helped Mr. John to adopt his way of working, that is his new way of working to his business, right? So any questions on print template, you can post it on the chat box or Q&A. We'll take up at the end of the session. And we are moving on to our next feature, that is auto wrap text. So no more compressing of long text now. That means I'll just set a context first, like what context we have given this feature. Most of our customers were having challenges that if they give a lengthy name to their item master or ledger master, the name is not visible clearly when they type or when they read, when they give the invoice, the name is not clear. So this was a challenge, and due to which there were a lot of mistakes happening during data entry, and even it was not visible clearly to the one who reads it. So to overcome this challenge, we have bought this feature, auto text wrapping, and we'll see where all it works. So it works across masters, transactions, reports, and all your outputs. Wherever you print, export, or if you even export or share it to WhatsApp or email, it will work there. And it is not applied to any numeric fields. Numeric fields like amount, rate, quantity. So all these numeric fields, it is not applied. And what is enhanced in this? So the enhancement is the input field limit when you type the name. So before it was allowing you to enter 50 characters. Now it is enhanced to 150 characters. You can type till 150 characters. Okay. And the copy paste behavior will remain same. And also your text will be wrapped instantly when you press enter. You don't need to do anything. You need to just type your text or paste your text and you press enter. So it will auto wrap. And the smart text wrapping behavior will be working in transaction and masters. That is, in transaction and masters, it will wrap up to 3 lines. Post that, it will start compressing. And in reports and selection list means the table what you get while selecting the ledger or stock item. In that list, the names will be wrapped up to 7 lines. Post that, it will start compressing, right? Then it has a flexible output control. At the application level, wrap text can be enabled from global settings, F1 setting display. And for reports and transactions, printing, you can go to Alt P configuration, or you can go to configuration and you can enable it, right? So this is what we have given. So let us see this in the product, and let us demonstrate this. So now before going to release 7.1, let me first show you how this actually, how was the challenge actually was there in release 7.0 or before that. Let me create a stock item in 7.0 and I'll show you the challenge. What was the challenge? So give me a minute. I'll just take my stock item name, which has a lengthy name. Yes. So now I'll go to create stock item. Here I'll paste the name of my stock item. Now you see the stock item name is not even visible to me to read, right? I can't read it properly. So now let me try to create this item. I have created it. Let me go to voucher. And at the voucher entry, this is the item selection table where even I can't see this name properly, but I can just see that the name is there, but reading it, I have to be very careful, right? Let me select this by entering quantity, rate, and amount. Yeah. So I have passed the transaction. Let me go to report now. So this is the report daybook. Here, if I want to see my item name, Yeah, this is not even visible here, right? So this was the challenge, and even if you give this report to someone for reading or for analyzing or for their reference, if you see the item name here at the bottom, it is not even visible, right? So this was the challenge. And now how do we overcome this challenge in release 7.1? We'll see that in release 7.1. Coming to 7.1 now, we'll go to create stock item. I'll paste the same item name here. And now you see the item name very clearly here because it is getting auto wrapped, right? And let me just create this item quickly. Now I'll go to vouchers. I'll pass the transaction by selecting the item. Yeah, even in the item table, I can see the name clearly and it is auto wrapping here. Let me select this. I'll enter the rate, quantity, rate and amount. Let me accept this. And now coming to the report, if I see the report, the name is clearly visible, right? Even if you print the report, there is an option to enable auto wrap text. The name is clearly visible now, right? So this is how we are managing the text. Now you can read it very clearly without any compromise. I hope this is clear, and this can be enabled from F1, help, settings, display. So auto wrap text is available for the application level, and for the printing configurations, you can anywhere if you print, like if I want to print this, you go to configure, you can enable from here auto wrap text, right? So this is the configuration which needs to be enabled at the time of printing. Okay, I think it's clear. So moving on to our next feature, that is auto backup tally drive. So actually auto backup is not the new thing in release 7.1. We have already handled this. We have given this feature in release 7.0. But there is a small enhancement related to this auto backup which we have given in release 7.1. So we'll see that, and before going to that, I just want to walk you all through auto backup, like how we have given this solution and how this connected backup works. So this backup solution you can use, and you can take your data, you can get your data backed up on the cloud. The cloud is given by Tally, and it is called Tally Drive. So this is a built-in cloud backup solution to securely protect, manage and share your Tally data without added complexity. So this solution has automated backups. You can schedule the backup once. It runs automatically even if your TallyPrime is closed. Just your system needs to be turned on at the time of backup of the schedule, and the backup will happen. You don't need to uh, backup manually. Once you have scheduled, it will backup. And coming to incremental backup, this is the feature what we have for backing up, that is only the change data. That means if you have done any changes in your data, then only it will back up your data, or else it will not. Actually, it will save lot of space which is used even on your local system or on your drive, that is a Tally drive, so that only the change data will be backed up, and you have a incremental backup on your drive, right? And coming to secure AWS storage in India, that is your data will be stored on the safe storage, that is on AWS of India infrastructure, and you have a flexible recovery. You can restore your data from multiple historical versions whenever it is required, and you will get instant alerts, that is whenever your TallyPrime backup get failed, you will get an alert on your Tally saying that the backup has failed, and you can take the action immediately by taking the backup immediately, and you can solve that action. And also if someone is trying to access Tally drive, right, if someone is trying to access your Tally drive, admin will be notified by a mail saying that this user is accessing this Tally drive for this activity, and it will show all his details there. So it will keep you informed at each and every step. And it is secure sharing as it has a password based authentication. So you can access data via using your credentials, and you can know like who is accessing your data and when they are accessing. So as I told you, admin will be kept informed so that all the activity of the tally drive will be tracked. And all this auto backup of on tally drive will work along with the active tss. So if you have a active tss, you can use this feature. So make sure you have active tss to upgrade and to use this feature. And also, not only active tss, it also along with the active tss, it includes free tally drive storage. That is, we are giving a free storage on cloud. For single user customers, we are giving 1 GB, and for multi user, we are giving 3 GB. So they can use this free storage to back up their data, and 13 GB is for them who are using TallyPrime server along with the multi user, right? So this is the free storage which is given to you all. And as I told you, if you want to share your data with professionals like CAs or any auditors, you can simply create their credentials in your account, and you can give the access to them so that they can directly go to the account and they can download the data or they can restore the data instead of sharing it manually. So this process will be very centralized. Even you will be knowing that when my CA is downloading the data, when what he's doing, everything will be notified to you, right? So this is about auto backup, and let me show you the enhancement what we have done in release 7.1 related to this. So actually many of our customers, they were upgrading to release 7.0 or 7.1, but they were not aware that schedule backup is available or auto backup is available now on, and how to schedule it, how to back up the data, they were not aware. So to create the awareness, we have given this. So once they migrate the data in TallyPrime 7.1, so once they load the company in this, they will get a message on the top saying that schedule backup. That means I have not enabled schedule backup for this company. I need to schedule the backup now. If I have already scheduled it in 7.0, then if I load the company again here, it will not ask me to schedule a backup because my schedule backup is already enabled. So the companies which are not scheduled for the backup, it will give you this message so that you can click here and you can select. The company also will be auto selected, and you have to just select your frequency of backup, and you need to give the date, time, sorry, you need to select the frequency, the time, and you need to save it. So once you save it, it will ask you the credentials for accessing tally drive. Let me give it. Yeah, now backup is backup, you can see it is already scheduled here, and you can see the status, it is in progress, and the backup will happen successfully, right? And now when you escape, the message disappears because you have already scheduled the backup, and backup is safe on my tally drive. So we recommend all the users who actually back up their data, please use tally drive so that your data will be safe. And in case any, unfortunately, if your system get crashed, or if it gets affected with the viruses, you can directly go to tally drive and you can restore the data whatever is required, right? So I recommend each and every user who are using 7.1 to use the backup feature of tally drive. Okay, so coming to the next feature, that is mail from TallyPrime, that is O authentication framework for secure emailing with O authentication. So this open authentication framework actually works for emailing in TallyPrime. So whenever you send an email, so there were some challenges. So let us discuss that. And before going to that, this open authentication is a secure one-time browser sign-in, which is available for Gmail, Hotmail, Outlook, Microsoft 365, MSN, and custom domains on Google or Microsoft workspaces. Okay, and there were some challenges like the SMTP details must be configured manually, and some providers such as Outlook, they will not support this method, right? And users often get confused between the account and the app password, and many do not know what is the app password. And recipient email ID must be always entered when you don't have create you have not created that party and you have not given the email ID. and if it is a non-party specific email ID, every time when you send, you have to enter the email ID manually, or you have to make a note somewhere, you have to copy and paste it. So these were the challenges which we faced, and to overcome this, we have bought this new open authentication framework for emailing, that is a secure one-time browser sign-in, which actually have app password support still. It is available except Microsoft with SMTP authentication, and it has some non-listed providers which it doesn't support, like services like Yahoo or any other standalone custom domains which is outside the Google or Microsoft platform. That will work only with the app password only, right? And for Gmail, those who are using Gmail, and if they want to use this, yeah, they can use this authentication framework, as well as they can use the app password also. And as I told you, it is a browser sign-in framework, so you need to log in through a browser, and OAuth authentication will open the default browser and redirects to the provider's page, where you need to give your access, and you need to give your consent saying that it is me, and I am allowing the access to TallyPrime to send the mails. And coming to the sections and accesses, so sessions, once you log into the session, that is once you sign into your account, so the session will be active, and it will be active. If you keep the tally idle for 7 days, it will be active. But if you close and reopen the tally, it will get logged out, and if you want to log in again, you need to redo the same. You can have to sign in, and even this will work. Even this feature, the authentication framework feature, will work along with the Active TSS. So you should have a Active TSS for doing this. So let us see a small demo in our video here. I'll just play a video where we can see how this has been handled. So we'll go to one of the report here, balance sheet. So then share and email current. First we need to create a profile, and we'll click on create. We'll give the sender name, we'll give the email from address from where we are sending. So now you see all the details are being automated, right? You don't need to enter anything. Even if you give some Outlook email ID, if you have Outlook domain, you can see the details have been automated here. You don't need to give any authentication details, anything here. So let us go with Gmail now, and let us save this profile. And you see here you have a list of email IDs which is already which are already created as a ledger. And if you have some email IDs which are not created as a ledger, you can go to show last use, and you can see that email IDs as well here. Okay, so let us select a email ID from here to send a mail, and yeah, then we have subject and then the email message, and you can select the email message you want, and you can click on email, or if you want to do the email settings again, you can click on email settings and you can do the settings again, right? If you want to edit something, you can do it here, and you can click on email. And now you see here there is a change. It is not asking for the password directly, it is asking to log in via browser, and it is giving you the email address. And you can see at the right side it is also allowing you to log in with app password, because this is the Gmail domain which you are using, right? So if we click on login via browser, it will take to sign in. And if you want to log in with app password, you can click on login with app password, and you can enter the app password here. So let us go with login via browser. So it will open this page, and it will ask to sign in to send email from TallyPrime. And it is asking to sign in with Google. You can go through the terms of service, privacy policy, and the use policy, and then you can click on sign in, and you choose your account here, which is actually required for sending mails. And then it will ask you to give the consent, that is, you want to allow the access to TallyPrime to send the emails. I'll continue, and here you have to check the box that is send email on your behalf, right? You have to check this box and click on continue. So once you continue this, the login will be successful. Now you can go back to the TallyPrime, and you can click on verify login and send to complete the process. You don't need to enter the password anymore for this. Now let us go to TallyPrime and we click on verify login and send. So the mail has been sent and the recipient might have already received the mail. Yeah, the mail is here and you can see I have received the invoice, or sorry, the report what I have sent, the balance sheet. And this is how this works. And once you close the tally and reopen the tally, again you have to log out, again you have to log in. But in case if you want to log out the session manually, you can click on share, you can click on logout session so that the session will be logged out. Okay, if you keep idle, it will be active for 7 days. If you keep the tally idle opened for without using this mailing feature, it will be active for 7 days. And after 6 days, if you again send a mail, again it will get extended to 7 days. Okay, so this is how we can use open authentication for sending mails. Okay, so moving on to our other features, we have couple of other features which we have given as an enhancement to simplify the voucher experience. So let's see what are those. So the other enhancements in 7.1 are like it is handled under accounting. So now there is an option to apply the discount as percentage, amount, or both in your transactions. And you have a quick access to reuse the deleted voucher numbers in any voucher. So I'll just explain to you in the product quickly. Let me just open the company. Yeah. So we had a option to enable discounts, but the discount column was allowing us only to enter the percentage, right? Before. But now you have both. You can either select percentage or amount, or you can go with both. Let us click on both and let's save it. I'll try to pass a transaction here. Yeah, now you can give the discount in percentage. The amount will auto calculate and it will deduct from your amount. Or if you don't want to give the percentage, you can directly give the amount. It will calculate. So the customers who want to give as per the percentage, they can give the percentage there. Or if you want to give it amount flat, you can give the amount over there. So this is handled in 7.1. And one more thing is, if you want to use any deleted voucher numbers that are called unused voucher numbers, you can click on this shortcut. So before there was an option to go to more details, then we need to go to voucher, then in voucher we need to go to voucher number details, then we were getting this list to select the unused. Now instead of going there, you can click on list of unused voucher number here, so that you will get the voucher numbers directly. So we have made this two changes in the voucher level to simplify the experience of the users. Hope this is clear. And one last thing is, every enhancement you saw today is free with an active TSS. So if you have an active TSS, you are all set. The features what is shown today, you can directly include along with your subscription. You don't need to pay anything. You can start using now. But if your TSS is expired, please renew your TSS to unlock this. And you can contact our partner Tally Globe, Mr. Rupesh Ram, to renew your TSS and to get these features in your TallyPrime. Right? So that's it from my end. And if you have any questions now, you can please post your questions in the chat box or Q&A. We'll take it up. Yes, I hope few questions have been already answered by Rajesh. Rajesh is answering in chat, and yes. So there is a question from Olivia saying, can we have full documents including step by step on how we can customize the invoice? Yes, we can also share you this recording. You can go through the recording and you can do. Also, we have help available for this. Even you can contact our partners. They'll also help you in doing this, right? When you will provide cloud-based Tally access in Middle East. So there is a question from Proloy. So actually in Middle East, we have already given this cloud-based Tally access. So I think you can use it. If you are in UAE, you can get it. You can get the TallyPrime Cloud Access module and you can use it on cloud. Okay, there is a question again. Will not old invoice formats or customized reports break or we need? Yeah, if you have customized something related to printing, those things also can be bought here to this template. You can contact the developers, so they will help you to bring this without any TDL. They will bring it to your that is to the printing, that is invoice, and they'll configure this one. How to check if TSS is still active? So you can check it from your product by going to product details, serial number details. You will get the status of your TSS, and if you still want help on how to check, you can contact your partner. He will get your serial number and he will instantly check the details and he'll let you know. You can also go to F1 about. It will show you the TSS expiry. Let me show you that. If you are in Tally, you can click on F1 about. So here it will show you the validity of your TSS, as I'm using a rental license. But if you are using a permanent one, it will show you the TSS expiry details here, so that you can check here and you can contact your partner if it is expired. How do I get a contact of partners so I can buy? Yeah, you can contact our partner. Rajesh, could you please share Rupesh Ji's contact details here so that they can contact the partner?
Yes, sir, I'm sharing.
Yeah. So what SMS is available in Tally, like send invoice and statements by what's? Yes, WhatsApp is also available in Tally Prime. For that, we need to subscribe actually. So you can get the WhatsApp on TallyPrime and you can send invoices, you can send statements to your customers directly on their WhatsApp number. So this feature is already available. You can contact your partner. They'll help you on this. Yeah, the partner details have been already shared in the chat. You can please make a note. I would like to ask, there is a question from again from Olivia. I would like also to ask, if we upgrade from Tally 7 to Tally 7.1, is there any side effect for existing data? No, the transit will be like smooth. You have to first migrate your data to Tally ERP9 using the migration tool, and then from Tally ERP9 you can migrate to TallyPrime 7.1. You can't directly migrate, but you can migrate it without any problems. And if you want help, you can please check with our partners. They'll help you in migrating the data. Do we need to upgrade TallyPrime server separately, and what is the rule black plan? Yeah, you can also upgrade TallyPrime server, as it also has a upgraded version. You can upgrade it. Please, I can see any contact. Please share the contact. Yeah, the contact details are already shared. You can see the chat. It is already shared. Or else, Rajesh, you can tag to their message so that they'll get the contact directly. Yes, you have to upgrade to the latest release to get all these features. Yeah, WhatsApp option is also available in Liberia. It is across globe. You can use WhatsApp feature. It is available. You can contact Rupesh ji. They will help you to configure this, enable this in the product. And it's a paid subscription. Actually, you have to pay for it. There are some minimal charges which needs to be paid to get enabled. Rajesh, please make note of the customer who is asking about the partner details so that we can get in touch with them offline and we can understand their requirements.
Okay, sir.
And yeah, there is a question: will TallyPrime 7.1 improve performance compared to our current version? What if users experience slowness after upgrade? So performance actually from release, which I remember in previous releases we have also covered this performance. That is, if you while it was actually the performance was actually improved while loading the company and while accessing the reports. That is voucher based reports. It is optimized now. You can just migrate to our latest release and you can see the new change now. There is a lot of change happened and even there is an improvement in the performance. And definitely you will not face the slowness after upgrade. You can, it will either get improved, but it will not go down. But again, it can be like it based on your system's configuration and the data size. If the version what you're using currently, if it is comfortable to you or if it is okay, then 100% this latest release also will help you. Okay, anything else you want to ask here? Then please post your questions. And no issues, if you have questions after a session, you can contact our partner. Our partner details is also available in the chat box and you might also know them. Yeah, I hope there are no more questions. So fine, we can wind up the session. Take the last one. EBM integration is available. So we need to discuss this separately. Mr. Arshad has a question. EBM integration. We need to understand what is this integration actually. So our partner will get in touch with you, or you can please contact our partner. They'll try to help on this for you. Okay. Okay. So thank you everyone. Thank you for joining today's session and the session. Hope the session was useful and informative to you all. So thank you once again. Thank you Rupesh ji and team. Thank you Rajesh for your cooperation.
Thank you, sir.
Bye. Have a great day.